Okay, guys, this is Teacher Party again. I am back. So now we're going to calculate the markup. Okay, so remember in the previous example we used when I was trying to explain cost of sales and sales. Now we need to apply the definition. Cost of sales is the accumulated total of all costs used to create a product or service which has been sold. So it is the total cost that has been accumulated to create a product or a service. So my daughter is in my room, guys. So pardon the background noises. Okay. So let's go back to our Alibaba example. The factory calculated all the costs they will incur to produce this basic sneaker, beautiful sneaker. Okay, so the factory, I think there is a name, it's gonna show now when it's turning. Let's just wait for it. It's gonna show the factory name. There, the factory name is Guangzhou Wheat Trading Company Limited. That is the factory. So the factory, to make 3,000 pairs and above of these shoes, it will spend 93 Rand 89 cents per pair. Okay, so the total cost accumulated to make a pair of these sneakers by this factory in China, Kung Kong something, Co Limited, the total cost is 93 Rand 89 cents if they're making 3,000 and above. But if they're making 2 to 99, the cost increases. Why would you think the cost increases? Because they're not producing using mass production. So they are using costs that they would have saved if they were producing large quantities. They're using those same costs, your fixed costs that you can change, to produce smaller quantities. Like rent, whether you produce 2 sneakers or you produce 3,000 sneakers, it will be the same. It would be better if you're producing 3,000 sneakers and then you pay a fixed amount of rent than if you're producing 2 sneakers because you are really running at a loss. So we're looking at the factory foreman's salary. It won't change whether you produce 2 or 9,000 sneakers, but it would be nicer if you're producing more because then you can afford to pay those costs. So when the production is low, they will try and make the cost of producing the product so high because they're trying to cover the fixed costs that remain there, whether they produce or not. Okay. So I explained the cost of sales. So now what is sales? By definition, sales refers to all activities involved in selling a product or service to a consumer or business. Now, sales guys are concerned with selling to you, the person who is going to use the item. The factory is not going to use the items. Like, really, how many pairs of techies can a factory foreman wear? How many pairs of techies can a factory worker wear? Obviously, they can wear 2 at a time. Even if they had a big family, definitely they can't wear 3,000. So the production of those shoes is for them to be sold to you. Who is you? The consumer. Okay? You are the consumer. So now what is markup? The markup is really the profit. It's how much you've made in selling the good. taking out the cost. So your markup is the sales price of the goods, taking out the cost it makes to sell the good, divide by the cost to make the good times 100, then you get up the markup percentage. So simple means markup is the profit percentage. How much percentage, how much profit do you want to make in terms of percentage in selling this product? Remember in the previous example, we calculated that the profit markup, the profit that the factory wanted to make is 102%. That's the profit they wanted to make. So now, in this example, you are given the CRJ, CPJ, PD cash journal, debtors journal. We've done this example in class. Debtors allowances journal. Those who were in class, they did today debtors journal and debtors allowances journal in full. This one is the summary, the one we've done for a whole month in class. Ne? So if you're looking at this, you are given the sales and you have given the cost of sales. You are given the sales here, but you're not given the cost of sales. So you need to solve for X. But what they did not give you as well is the profit markup. Remember, you need the profit markup. So you are given debtors allowances journal, so you can work out the profit markup. You use here it says debtors allowances, but we know this is the goods returned, the sales price of the goods returned. Okay, this is sales, this is cost of sales. Okay, so now let's use the profit markup example. 228 and 1000. Where is our calculator? Oh God. Let me do this again. The 2280 minus 1000 divide by 1,000 gives you a percentage of 1 to 8. So that percentage of 1 to 8 becomes your profit markup. And we can use it to calculate the sales and cost of sales. So I'm going to cut off this video here because we're just doing the practical of a markup, hey?